Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. It's great to be with you. I'm going to be coloring the rabbit today in Magical Dawn. This is the book by Hanna Karlzon. I love this book so much and I really want to do the rabbit. As you can see, I've finished up and worked a bit more on the background, and I'm slowly getting there with the berries and the leaves. But today I thought we should come in and do the lovely rabbit. So bear with me a little bit as I just get pencils and think this through a bit more, and we'll get going. I hope that you are all well, that you've had a good weekend, a good start to the week. Now with coloring fur, it's always quite a thing because I need enough grays to make it look 3D, but I don't necessarily want a gray rabbit. So this is going to be quite interesting. Now usually what I do is I end up on Instagram or Pinterest and I'm looking for inspiration there, and that I find very helpful. Hi Noelle, how are you? I'm not doing too badly, thank you. Okay, so we definitely want some pink on the insides here, and maybe give him a pink nose. So definitely going to do that. I tell you, we need the secret to slowing life down so we can actually breathe. Goodness gracious. Okay. So I've quickly hopped onto Pinterest just to get a reference photo because that really helps me. And I'm pretty sure I've screenshotted this before. Okay, so I definitely want to bring in some light blues, some grays. I'm thinking a mixture of cool grays and warm grays. And I'm thinking I definitely need some pinks. Okay. Hi Shani, how are you? I'm getting there. I will be fine. I just struggled last week with fatigue and all that, so I'm still tired, but you know, life goes on, got to keep moving forward. All right, so let's kind of go in with a bit of peach. I'm just going to sharpen my pencils while I do this. So I'm holding my breath for when my copy of Dark Fairy Tales comes. I hope I'm not psyching myself up. It's so easy to psych oneself up. Right. I think I might bring in a tinge of Mahogany Red actually. I think I need to start making a shopping list. I need to do like a haul video. I'm running out of all sorts of things. So it's like I need to stock up on spare pencils, and I need to rebuy watercolor paints because my one child has decided that he likes watercolors. So there goes my watercolor set. Okay, so I'm using Mahogany Red to kind of do the shadow area here. And there's a few coloring books I actually really want to get. So I'm thinking Aries' new book, Kanoko Goose's new book, which looks really lovely. And there's a few other odds and ends. But all in good time. So I really don't want to add more to my color palette. I want to try and keep my colors here. I want to keep it this way, so thank you, my boy. Okay, so now I'm going to try, I think it's a rose pink, PC928, or it's a blush pink. I don't know, it's a pink. Oh, fabulous! You got the new Fairy Tales book. And what do you think? Are you pleased with it? I am secretly going to be envious and happy for you all at the same time. I think I have to wait until the 27th or the 28th of the month before my copy will come in. So I think it is released the 27th, but I'll probably only get it the 28th or the 29th. Oh, fabulous. I hope you get yours soon, Noelle. Right, I'm going to use a cream to blend this out. and then a mahogany red just to deepen this section here. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it all arrives and you can get started. It's exciting. Okay, so now I am going to do his nose. So I'll use the same colors. Hi Brittany, how are you? Okay, so that is nose and ear, inside ears. Now I need to be careful because here I don't want it to be too grey. I still want it white, but it is still hidden in a bit of shadow. So that's going to be interesting. Okay, so I'm going to sharpen pencils. Hi B, how are you? Okay, so I'm going to make this really super sharp. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the ears and then work my way slowly down. Okay. I love the color palette on this page. It's so pretty. So, so pretty. All right, so this is a 70% cool gray. Now, here the difficult part for myself is to not go too heavy in the gray and really balance out the shadows without compromising those beautiful whites. Really need to be careful. Hi Carol, how are you? Okay, then I'm going to go over that with slate gray. Not too much more out, just kind of muting the gray to a bit of a blue. And then I'm going to try a muted turquoise, but I think that's too gray, so let's get a slightly brighter blue. I can try Caribbean Sea, because when I put it with whites, it's going to knock it back, so I don't mind having a bit of a bright blue. Yeah, there you go, that's a bit better. And having that blue in the leaves means I can actually get away with blue in my rabbit. Okay. In hindsight, I'm actually thinking we need to cover up these black lines. I often forget that whenever I want to do something with a lot of white, I actually should go over the whole drawing in white and just soften the black lines. Hi Mona, how are you? Right, I do have a marker here. Alright, let's see, can we get this more white? Right, that looks a little bit better. I'm going to try on this side if I remove the black lines here. Is it going to help? You can use white ink, you can use white acrylic paint, Posca pen. I'm using an Artex acrylic marker just because it's what's on my table. If you are interested in anything Artex related, they do currently have a spring discount. I don't remember if it's 10% off or 15% off, but there is a small spring discount going on their products. I think it's on their website, and the promotion is until the 30th of March. Thanks, Mona. Not doing too badly. Hi, Carly. How are you? All right, so I'm just going to do these ears. I know this process takes a long time to white out black lines. I just really find that with coloring anything white, whether it's white hair, white fur, white clothing, white birds, anything white, even white flowers, softening the black lines really helps to really emphasize that white texture, that white color. So I'll do it this way, where this side is whited out and then you've got that side, and you can compare for yourself whether you feel it's a much of a muchness if you do black lines before or after. Even if you want to do smoke effect, you know, off a candle, a white pen really comes in handy. Okay. I'm just having a little bit of coffee because I'm so thirsty. All right, so here I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and I'm going to come down along here, and I'm just going to do a light shading with a 50% warm gray. So just feel this area here is quite hidden. So a dusting of gray and maybe a little bit of blue, maybe more that muted turquoise or slate gray, will just give it a little bit of color. but I'm going quite light because I really don't want to make this too grey. That would be really sad. All right, here I want a lot more grey, so I move this up a bit. Oh wow, Carly, yours is supposed to arrive tomorrow. That's so exciting. Right, I don't want too much blue down here by my blue leaves. It's just going to look a bit odd. Okay, along here. I'm going to throw in a little bit of clay rose. Just because I have some of those pink tones. So I don't mind some of that in my shadows. Hi Jody, how are you? Okay, so I need to make sure I'm kind of creating a texture the right direction. So this fur is kind of going kind of down and across like this. And I'm going to get some 90% warm grey. Thank you. I'm still feeling a bit up and down. It's just really fatigue. But it will get there. And it won't be long and I'll be back up to my old self. I really don't want to do too much down here. Alright, so I'm going to use my white pencil and just blend it out. Right, so here we go. Okay, so then over here we have a lot of white without too much, so I'm just going to bring in a little bit of texture here, but not too much. And then along here, and then you have some coming along here. Just a little bit in here, not too much. I just want to give the illusion that there's fur going on. And then this side here, the hair is gonna kind of go out. Right in here. So if you want to know which photo I'm referencing, it's on Instagram in the Magical Dawn hashtag, and the person I'm following is this one. So it's this photo here by Things by Clara. So I'm just using her photo of how she's colored the bunny just to help guide me with the shading. And this is what I do, is I find stuff on Pinterest or Instagram, and I take the idea and then I change it into my own style. So yeah, this is really how I color. It's my process. But just so you know who it is, please do check out their Instagram account if you like their work, and yeah, give them the support. Okay, so up here, I'm going to put that aside, and then I'm going to come in here with my 90% warm gray and just go into my deepest sections. Alright, so then I'm going to use my slate grey . Then a bit of those touches of blue in here, just sprinkled around. Oh, thank you so much. It's actually a very easy page. I haven't found it hard to color. It's been a real pleasure to color this page. Hi Anna, how are you? Okay, so white pen. What I love with a white pen is I can put back in anything white and it will work. And then I take a white pencil, and while it's still damp, I can just fix anything. Just trying to just make sure I've got a little bit of texture kind of coming along here. Okay, so that's portion of him done. So we need this to be a bit more in the gray. Okay, so then I'm coming along here. Right, let's just get rid of this and we can add it in with pencil. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you like it. A bunny angel. That's cool. I like that. The trick with all of the white things, regardless of what white, is trying to know and remember how much of everything else you need to give it that white look and still not take away from the white. I find that the hardest part, really. Oh dear, if it sounds worse than Alien Worlds, that doesn't sound very confident. But to be fair though, I haven't done much work in Alien Worlds, so I can't really compare. This is Magical Dawn by Hanna Karlzon. Oh, Yana, I'm so sorry it's giving you troubles to sit for longer than 30 minutes. That can't be easy. I find I need a minimum of an hour to really switch off from coloring and just enjoy the process. So I can only imagine how frustrating it must be for you. Well, those table easels work quite well to lift things up and give it easier on the neck. So if you can get a table easel, that should help a lot with that. Prismas are a really handy coloring pencil. I find them so useful, and you can color with them on quite a large amount of coloring books, which is really handy, or paper. Although some paper it is more of a struggle than on others. Oh, well done, Yana. I'm glad that you're doing really well, considering it's only been barely 2 weeks. Yeah, I can understand not having proper lighting. It is difficult to move that sort of thing around. Oh, that's a big op, Yana. 6 weeks before you can drive. I hope you have a very speedy recovery. I'm not so sure about this bunny. Let's try and tone this down a bit. Ay, ay, ay. That's really busy, Yana. Wow. PT exercises 3 times a day, walking every hour, going up and down stairs. Gosh, you're really going for it. Doing housekeeping where you can. You go, girl. Thanks, Monica. I still have a lot of practice to go. I don't consider myself very proficient in fur, but you know, we don't learn unless we keep trying, so we'll keep trying. Yeah, fur takes me a while. As you can see, by the time the 2 hours for our live stream is done, this would have taken me 2 hours. It's a slow process. Oh, thank you. Oh wow, you got Summer Nights by Karlzon. Wow, that's lovely. You got it second hand with nothing colored in. I do want to get all her books. I haven't, except Atlantis. I wasn't so wowed by Atlantis, but definitely her older books I want to get. I must say, once I've completed this book, I am going to miss it. You know, I've been coloring in it since 2005. No, not 2005. 2020. Oh dear, my brain is sleepy. But yeah, so been interesting to see what book replaces this one. It takes a while to complete a coloring book. It's cool to be on the collecting stage though, because you can really get some really great books. I have heard it said that collecting books and coloring are two different hobbies. which I actually thought was a nice way of viewing it. Yes, junk journaling. I love junk journaling. I'm kind of playing a little bit with more the day-to-day journaling and a bit of creative journaling. Last year I did a bit of junk journaling and I really did like it. My approach was a bit more eclectic. And then this time I just felt like I needed a space to be able to just write what's going on internally every day. So we'll see how long it lasts for. Oh, that's true. Swatching art supplies. So this one I'm still going to need to go over with more white pen and just redefine the white shades. So the only thing by whiting out the white lines first is it kind of blends everything out. So I kind of lose a little bit of the shapes of these like feathery bits. Whereas when I kept them in, I could be a bit more accurate with my definition. So just a thing to look at. Yeah, it is easy to combine art journaling, junk, and writing. So in my current journal, when I've got stuff I don't really want anyone to accidentally open up and see, I like to create little pockets in my daily journal. And then I'm using like some stickers and washi tape, and every now and then, if I can, I will get out like these markers, and I'll try and do a drawing or a quick sketch in there. And I really like the freedom of that, because the writing, as you say, it is cathartic. And then when you put in a bit of that art journaling in it, it's also soothing to the soul. It's just a bit hard to do every day. I've really lost some of these shapes. Oh dear. Oh well, never mind. All right, so that's the risk of whiting out your black lines. You can lose the shape. Oh boy, never mind. We'll figure it out. know it needs to kind of layer on, so we'll figure it out. In some ways you can work out there's a bit of a repetitive pattern to sort of drawing. Oh, I don't know, I give up. It got a very, very bright ear here and then a very proportioned one there. Never mind. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is do a gold plating here, and then maybe a green pendant. Well, that's the beauty of journaling. You can do it as often or as little as you want. There's no really right or wrong. I tried daily journaling when I was a girl and it never really stuck, but lately I've been thinking that I've got too much going on in my head, so if I write it down I can just get it out. And there's something about when I get it out onto paper, it's just like a sigh of relief. Better than a devil bunny. Well, I suppose if I made him black he could have turned into a devil bunny, but he needs an eye, so I need to do his eye. Okay. Right, so we want some beautiful blues. Oh my goodness, all the baseboards in the room they lived. Can you imagine? Friends of mine up in Scotland have just recently got bunnies, and she was telling me how they've got access to the house now and it's chaotic but it's so much fun. Oh my goodness, eat your house if unsupervised. Oh no! Can you imagine? Oh dear. Sounds like bunnies can be quite a handful. Although I heard that they need to be petted for a minimum of like 2 hours every day in order for them to be happy. But I've never had a bunny, so is that true? I mean, do they need that much attention? Oh my goodness, 5:37 p.m. That's not too bad. So you're 4 hours behind me. Wow, I never realized that rabbits were quite high maintenance. Okay, so I've done my bunny, but my gel pens are in another room. So I'm going to probably do, I think, a pink bow. I think that would work quite nicely. So I need my black grape. Wow. Okay, so their teeth are kind of like guinea pig teeth. Yeah. Our guinea pigs need to chew hay regularly to keep their teeth filed down. I'm just getting out my pencils. Oh wow, okay. So you had yours more like cats. That's cool. I don't think my husband would let me have bunnies. I've already said to him, can I get 2 more guinea pigs? And I got a definite no. I'm like, okay, no worries. I won't add more pigs to the herds. Just 2 is fine. Oh yes, one of those really big ones. I see stuff on like social media where the bunnies are trained and they come running up to their owners, and I think, oh, that'd be so pretty, so cool. And then I think, well, what is the reality of it? And that's as far as I go. And I'm like, no, we can just do guinea pigs. I used to have a cat. We had a few cats, not all at the same time. I don't like hamsters. We had hamsters when we were kids, and yeah, ours didn't last very long. A mini cow. Those are cute. Hairless guinea pigs. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if my kids would go for that. I quite like the idea of the guinea pigs with the different hair, like floppy hair, where not the long-haired ones, but the hair that's kind of different directions. My middle son is adamant we are not getting a long-haired guinea pig. He says to me, "Mommy, there's so much maintenance. And then you got to trim their hair by their bums." As it was, the fact that our guinea pig's nails are black is a slight stress for him, because he can't see where the wick of their claws are, and he really doesn't want them getting hurt or accidentally nicked. Cowlicks. Oh no, thank you. I pass on cowlicks or any licks. Yuck. Yeah, he's done a lot of research on them. So, and we've got a animal center, rescue center nearby. So we've gone past and we've seen the bunnies there. We had friends who had bunnies, but yeah, the guinea pigs, they kind of seemed like a compromise for the family. Right, I think a pink bow works. Oh, you want a mini donkey. Aren't they grumpy? Or is it the Shetland ponies that are more grumpy? Yes, that's why you need one. That's brilliant. How are you going to teach the cat to ride it? Oh really, donkeys are good watchdogs. Yeah, well, I must confess that my same friend with the bunny, she's also just recently acquired some goats. Now she's up in Scotland and they have a little farm there. And I saw the goats and I was so nostalgic, because I grew up, my childhood was spent in Mozambique, and my dad actually had some goats and sheep. So I've got good old memories of walking in the pastures with the goats, with the sheep. So I see her sons, like with her goats and all of that, and I immediately go back to my childhood. It's like all good memories. Oh, that's so cool. Your guinea pigs when your boys were young, and when your parents bought veggies, they recognize the sound of a car. Oh, that is so cool. Ours are only just starting to squeak a bit when I open up packets about dinner time and I'm cooking for dinner. They're just starting to start squeaking, and we've had them not quite a year yet, so they've definitely been a good test of my patience. So I can be quite enthusiastic and impatient all at the same time. So I think I might do a variation of blue, but not the same blue as here, maybe a brighter blue. Fainting good. Oh, that's so cool, Mona. Oh, Noel, you want giraffe? Wow, you really want a whole national park. Although, to be fair, giraffes are very beautiful animals and they're very gentle. My mum loves giraffes. Oh, you wanted an elephant. And an axolotl. Oh my goodness. I love your dreams. Axolotls are cute. And when you look at How to Train Your Dragon, you can see the inspiration for the oh gosh, Night Fury and the Day Fury, or the Light Fury. Oh wow, you had a neighbor with a zebra. Oh my goodness. Gosh, you guys really have all sorts. When I was a kid, I used to wish I could have a wild cat for a pet. Like a cheetah or something. I knew it wasn't a sensible idea, but there you go. Fair enough. older cats are cool. But kittens are just so cute. I love kittens. They do turn into Nalas. Yes, very true. Now, a Maine Coon is definitely one I would love to get. I don't know if I ever would because they are so expensive, but I do think they are really beautiful. Oh wow. I don't think I know Ragdoll. I'll look them up. I know Maine Coons. Okay, Brittany, that makes sense. I'm glad yours wasn't expensive to get. I suppose whether you pay upfront or over a monthly, just, you know, feeding and all of that, pets are probably expensive. But they are worth it. I mean, they bring a lot of joy. You're waiting on the joy part. Oh dear. Oh my goodness, scratch the fabric off of the couch. Oh wow. It's not fun when cats do that. Just decide that their new scratching post is the furniture. Oh no, she won't touch a new scratching post. Oh dear. Can you get like a catnip spray and spray it? I mean, I don't know if that would help. I haven't owned a cat in almost 8 years now, so I'm not sure what the current stance is on things. Oh wow, a cedar wood scratching post. Yeah, well, I don't know if it would work, but just like, because the smell of catnip might encourage them towards it. It doesn't mean it has to stay on forever. Oh wow, that's funny. Duct tape reversed on the part they want to scratch. Oh gosh, that would have been funny. I can imagine they would not have done that again. That is true. They are very individual people. I love cats. They let you know exactly where you stand. Right, there we go. Berries are done. I'm going to zoom out and you can have a look at what it looks like. Oh, Jana, your cat sounds very attentive. Okay, there you go. So the colors that I've been using, I will put up the pencils I used for the fur, and that is this page. So I will finish the page off camera because it's pretty much just doing the same thing, and then along here I'm just going to use, I think, a gel pen. I might make these teardrops be blue, but I might use gel pen for that. We'll see. But yeah, basically that's done. So thank you so very much for hanging out with me, chatting to me about all sorts of coloring things, pets, and other wonderful things and topics. Really enjoyed hanging out with you all. I hope you have a lovely week, and I look forward to seeing you next week, Monday, same time, same place. Thanks so much, everyone. Take care. Bye.